Why be easy when you can just die? Woo! Well, I'm Chewy Mew, and welcome to my channel, but more specifically, welcome to another Chewy Mew video. This is a customizing live, sort of. It's kind of like live in the sense that I'm not doing this off camera, but it's also not live in the sense that it's not like a live stream or anything. And we're going to be customizing the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Peter Parker, or Peter B. Parker. If you can tell right off the bat, this guy's already had some customization. Okay, so anyway, this wasn't so much a matter of, oh, hey, I really want to customize this figure, so I'm going to do it. It's more a matter of, my dog got the figure, she damaged both head sculpts, destroyed the neck, destroyed one of the hands, and destroyed his feet. So it's more a matter of, it's kind of ruined, so I might as well try customizing it. It's not ruined. Most of it's intact. She also cracked open the torso. Most of it is intact. Like, it's not, like, ruined, kind of destroyed, like, chewed to pieces. Like, it's not shredded cheese. So the first thing is, I've repainted the hands, because the hands didn't have the painted-in webbing, and I went and I repainted them, so now they actually have the painted-in webbing. I also hate these Hasbro packaging. Hate Hasbro packaging, how it's impossible to get stuff out without having to dump everything out, and these have been painted too. I use that method that I did to paint a head sculpt. Where is it? To paint this head sculpt right here. This is from the Hasbro Scuba Spider-Man, because they couldn't be bothered to paint the head sculpt, so I had to do it. I used that same method to paint this as I did those hands. No, I did this first and then I did those hands. Yeah, here's the sort of masked head sculpt. You can see how it's damaged here. Somehow my dog managed to peel the like beanie, or like mask looking beanie off of the head, which is kind of dumb. I'm not gonna be using that head for now. And here's the body. So move it up a little bit. So yeah, so this neck is actually, I don't even know what this is using anymore, honestly. I don't know what, this is the original ball pin neck for this, or the peg for this guy's neck. That's the original one. It doesn't stick as good because I had to do modifications and stuff, and also the neck catches it a little bit. His neck does look a little bit thicker than it normally is, than it's supposed to, but I didn't have any, like, body parts thin enough to work here, and I used some like, pins and stuff here, and then hooked it together, and it hinges. His original neck was his regular flesh color, but I was like, I'm just going to make it red so it looks like the mask is going up his neck. Because you can see the costume here, so it looks like he's wearing a turtleneck. And you can see the way I painted the inside. The arms do come off now. I didn't super glue it back together, because it makes it easier taking off the coat. And you can see there I painted the web lines in. See the web lines here are painted, and then more painted web lines here. I think I did pretty good with this. He has custom feet now. So these these feet actually came from the Hydro Man, the Toy Biz Hydro Man here, like this interchangeable water base. I had two of them. I got this one on eBay. It was like $2, so I bought it. I already reviewed it. It's like the little water pumping action, and I decided to chop off the feet and give it to him. Also drilled holes on the bottom of the feet so I can put them on a base. They don't look the best, honestly. They're both basically just because it's supposed to be, he's wearing like a tennis shoe with a sock, and this one is supposed to be a boot. But I kind of rushed it a little bit. I could probably do better, but the issue with the way they did it was I painted the spider. I was thinking, wait, the spider on the back of Spider-Man is supposed to be red, like this. And for some reason I thought, oh, I'll just paint it black, because I honestly don't really know what my rationale for painting it black was. But we're going to correct that in this video. We're going to paint it proper red. I'm also going to paint this part here blue, so it's actually blue. We have the Across the Spider-Verse dude, Spider-Man, like in his full costume. If I can get either one of these two colors, that's okay, because it's the same character. So I think this one here might be the choice. And I think maybe come back. So pretty much all I have to really paint is this part here, and then I'm just going to paint the rest of the blue. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It's too blue, I feel like, or it's too light of blue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that works. I think I'm just gonna go for it. You know, whatever. Let's just do it. It takes several coats to actually fully get this thing covered here, but
Shut up and sit down.
So if you don't know what matte is, it's the opposite of glossy. And so the way matte paint works is when you use it, it dries a lot faster than glossy. Just because I don't really know how, I don't really know why, but it just does. So you're actually able to put multiple coats on a lot sooner than you are with glossy paint. So like what does Hasbro consider retro? Because I don't think there was any point in which Spider-Man had the tiny eyes with the black outline around them, but also had dark blue. I think I always relate having the dark blue colors to more like 80s and post Spider-Man, but like that's when he started having the big eyes and the darker red and darker blue. But I kind of like Spider-Man's costume when it was the more kind of like this kind of red and this kind of blue. This paint is not sticking onto this at all. I might have to, you know, do something about that. I have this stuff here. This is Mod Podge. This is gloss. And so this is water-based sealer, glue, and finish, which the lid's kind of glued together. It's not really, I've never really used it as like it's like a paste kind of thing. I've kind of mostly used it as just making figures look glossy in order to make it not look like that. So I'm using this other brush. This brush is pretty much only for this. I'm hoping everything is completely dried, so I'm going to give this one more coat here. Whatever, let's just see if it even works here, you know. This is probably going to take a bunch of coats as well. Or no, maybe I could do this in one coat. We'll have to see.
Shut up and sit down.
Oh, which, you know, you really have to first try stuff like this. A little bit more globs here, and then my hair's getting in my face too. Alright, there we go. So bang, that's the spider. So the spider is a lighter color compared to the rest of the body, or compared to the red here. But at the same time, I think that came out looking really good. So, I'm just going to wait for everything to dry before I put anything back together. So yeah, I'm just going to add gloss around the blue, and then I'll leave the red as is. I think that spider logo came out looking really nice. I think it looks really good. Yeah, so I will see you guys there. Wow. And I'm going to actually use the head as a custom for the body that I'm making with this guy. So, you ready? Here we go. thing, you know, ever. Okay, so here is my finished. I'm probably going to go back and touch this up more, take off a little bit more paint. Spectacular Spider-Man custom. Like, he does kind of have that same lanky body as this guy here. But yeah. Like paint on my hands. There we go. Alright, so we're slowly but surely working our way down and getting everything done here. I'm not a big fan of how much, like, under the pectorals here, there's a lot of black paint that I can't really get rid of. Take the head on. I'm not gonna, like, super glue his body back together. I'm going to leave it loose on purpose so that I can swap between this and the coat costume. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of what we're going for here. We're going kind of for this approach. I need to paint the baby blue on the arms. Get the red out of the web lines. We can stick these on here. Give custom hands, and then we'll be done. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Actually, no, you know what? Whatever, screw it. I'm just gonna start going now. You see if we cover the arm here, it does work surprisingly well. Like the McFarlane's, you know, I'm not one of those people that complain about, oh, Toy Biz has the weird ball joints, and oh, I'm never one of those people that care about that kind of thing. But if you do have a Hasbro figure and you put Toy Biz ball joints on it, it looks weird. They do look surprisingly good together. You know, it does look pretty good. It almost fits in here. I don't know why this arm doesn't stick there as well. But yeah, so all that's left to do, I'm just gonna give these another coat of paint. Gonna give the arms another coat of paint, dig out the webbing, paint the baby blue, and we'll do that. I'm just gonna paint these reds again. I'm just gonna pause for now. Hey, this is me from the future while I'm editing this video, and I realized I'm kind of a dingus, and instead of pausing the recording like I said I was going to do, I just ended it on accident. And then when I meant to press record, I accidentally just pressed take a picture. So all that footage for this part is gone. So on a separate video, I actually just finished the custom. You can actually see the complete work of it. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in the end of this video. So yeah, whoopsies. You know, better. And this is sort of the finished product. And so I recorded parts 1 through 3 or 2, I don't know, depending on how I edit it. It might be multiple parts, or it could just be one video. But with the way I customized this guy, and on the last part where I actually painted on his coat, I finished painting the spider logo, finished customizing the arms. So on my phone, and pretty much every phone, it has a button that if you press, it records a video, you know, obviously. And there's another button, if you press, it takes a picture. And what I accidentally did was, instead of pressing the camera or the video button, I pressed a picture. So all I did was take a picture, and spoilers, there's no video for it now. So basically all you missed was me finish doing the custom arms here, where I painted them on a couple more coats of paint, so this paint looks good. But the finisher I used was matte, and it didn't work. On the legs, you can see there is matte to his legs, except not really. And so as far as this goes, head's the same. I had to make him a new neck and stuff. And I didn't super glue the figure back together so that I can take his arms off, if this even works. And spoilers, I repainted his arms, and glue dots have come back to save the day. It's the hero we needed and the hero we wanted, or however that quote goes from Batman. Yeah, so I put a glue dot here because if not, this piece, if you look at the figure wrong, that part comes off, and now it doesn't. Super good. I mean, it doesn't fall off. I hit him on the desk, so that doesn't count. You know, a lot of times when I say, oh, the thing comes off, and then it doesn't come off. Okay, I'm really glad it doesn't come off. And so I also added wash to this, which it makes it look more like he was just in the mud. And it's super crazy glossy, which, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. This was actually a matte, this was matte sealer, which I don't even know where mine is. It's matte color, but it comes out glossy looking. So, spoilers, if you probably don't buy Mod Podge in matte, because it makes it glossy. It doesn't work. On the pants, it looks a little more matte, but it's still super glossy. So the arms I used were McFarlane arms, because unfortunately my McFarlane Spider-Man suffered a terrible destruction. His chest, he's got destroyed. So I was like, you know, I'm going to use his body parts for other figures, so might as well put him to use. Like my custom 2099 Spider-Man is going to use his legs, and these are his arms. The butterfly joints aren't going to work here, So I did that here, and I tried painting the web lines on, and the plastic on this one doesn't accept it, doesn't work, so I didn't bother painting the web lines on too good. These two hands are actually from this figure here, but in this case, I want to keep it close to how Hasbro did it. So you can swap hands on these guys. I put the wrong hand on, but yeah, you can see how, like, yeah, you can swap hands. It doesn't match the color, but that's okay. I'm kind of fine with that. And also, the figure arms work surprisingly well, suspiciously good here. You put them in here. For some reason, this right arm, no matter what I've tried, sanding pieces down, adding more plastic to it and whatever, that arm does not sit in there as good. But you can see his left arm fits perfectly in. It has all the same articulation as the regular McFarlane arm, just on a different sort of peg there. So I think that works really cool. You might be thinking, well, dude, he doesn't have a mask. And that's okay. He doesn't have the pants either, which I can't really make web pants. I don't have the resources to do that. But also in the movie, when he's teaching Miles how to web swing after they're escaping from, like, the female Dr. Octopus, he teaches Miles how to swing, and he takes off his coat and he puts the mask on, so he's wearing just his pants. He's not wearing the shoes, though. He's just wearing just the pants and the rest of the costume on. And so it's kind of looks like that. If he did have the full on, like, if we did have a full body, like, full costume version of Peter B. Parker, that'd be cool. We don't. But honestly, if Toy Biz made it nowadays, I probably wouldn't buy it because it would probably be like $30. Yeah, just if I somehow was able to get extra legs at like if I was, I don't know, if I was able to get some good legs at like a cheap price, I'd probably put them on here. And I don't, so, that's okay. I feel like legs that would work pretty good would probably be the Spider-Sense Spider-Man legs. But yeah, if I were to use like Spider-Sense Spider-Man's legs, because they don't have the ball joints, I feel like it fits the rest of the figure. Because the shoulders aren't ball joints, so to me it would work like that. And because he's pretty lanky as well, pretty skinny, and also he has like big feet, so that would work cool. I'm gonna put this like curvy stomach onto a straight flat body. I don't think that would work too good. So it would look like he has like a big stomach, and then all of a sudden he has the pelvis, which is just like flat. It wouldn't work. Like almost complete transformation. He just needs to take his pants and shoes off, and then it'll be done. But I think this looks pretty cool. So let me know what you think about this custom. Let me know if you think's cool. Let me know how you think it looks. And I will see you guys in the next video. Wow.